show. We just saw Batman vs Superman, and this might have a couple of spoiler alerts in it. This is just a quick review on it.
Reaction. We'll say it's a reaction video, right?
Yeah, we're just in the car right now, leaving
We
Danvers.
just walked out of the movie theater. Literally, just walked out of there. So, kind of like all the thoughts in your head that are going on in the film. I know it was a lot. It was long, right?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours.
So, what would be the biggest recommendation for people that are going to see this movie? I think to get the small soda, right?
Oh yeah, we got this gigantic soda.
Sodas, yeah.
So this is like 2 cups in one. So I drank like half of it. It was horrible.
We were both waiting for the movie to end so we could go to the bathroom.
Like right in the middle of the movie, I'm like, ow, I have to go. It was hilarious.
But so it was. I don't know. It was good. It wasn't great. I don't think it was great.
Like some parts, like the person. Spoiler alert right here. The person who played Bruce Wayne when he was little.
What are you doing? It's a double line, you dummy.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's a reaction to people that don't know how to drive. Kind of crossing a double line in an oncoming lane.
Okay, so like the person who played Bruce Wayne when he was a kid did not look like the person who from the old Batman movies, like with his hair, because he had like Justin Bieber hair, or like
even this is the image of Batman as far as Bruce Wayne when he was a child. If you look at the comic books, there's a certain image of a pale little white kid with dark jet black hair. And that's not what this kid looked like.
This guy had brown hair, like Justin Bieber hair when he was like just started singing.
What would you say, coconut head?
Oh,
head.
like from Ned's Declassified or something.
Yeah.
This kid had coconut hair. It was just like that.
Yeah, it was kind of, so the origin story of Batman, everyone knows it. So in this movie, they just kind of zip through it so you can kind of get right to the meat and potatoes. But the way they do it, I thought some of it was a little tacky, I actually thought.
Yeah, so in the beginning, spoiler alert right here. Well, in the middle, kinda, when Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman meet up, it confused me because they show a tape of Flash and he's like a teenager, and then Bruce Wayne is old, Superman's young, and Wonder Woman is too, and I'm like, that's confusing. They're supposed to be all the same age. That's what my dad said for it. So that was one thing that confused me. Technically,
they're all supposed to, they kind of look the same age. That's what it's always been. But technically it's not, because Superman and Wonder Woman have both been around longer than Batman. They're both around as far as the planet is concerned. Again, Wonder Woman fought in the World War I or II, 1918. That's why they show that picture of her from 1918.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she's been around for a while, but she's an Amazon, so she looks young. So that's the thing. But Bruce Wayne is the older Bruce Wayne. And that's what kind of makes it off, because the continuity, what DC is creating, they're creating their own continuity in their own kind of universe. But yeah, to have a teenage Flash and a basically old Bruce Wayne Batman, they don't kind of mesh, because Flash is just going to be discovering who he is, and Flash is already established. They also showed Aquaman for 3 seconds in this
Yeah,
show?
and he didn't even look like he had brown long hair. He's supposed to have blonde short hair, and I forgot what I was gonna say or something. When Wonder Woman said at the end, spoiler alert right here, what my dad just said, she's an Amazon, so she stays young. She says, since I've been here for 100 years, she said. And I'm like, oh my God, she's 100 years old. And since she said, since I become an Amazon or something, that was 100 years ago. So she's really old.
Well, she was saying that to say that, I guess, what this movie really is a tie-in to the Justice League. It's setting up the Justice League too. And that's what she was, Bruce Wayne is telling her, and again, we already said spoiler reaction video. He's telling her that, we need to get together and we need to, you know, put a team together. Basically, he doesn't actually say it. He just says we need to find others like us and like you, and you know, work together. And that's what she's saying. I've been here for 100 years, and man doesn't work well together. So that's why she brought that up. But yeah, this was just one of those movies where you can. The difference between a movie like this and a movie like Star Wars, where they're both really big movies, there is so many gaps and jumps that don't make sense. They just threw in there. Things that are thrown together. And so some things work and some things don't work. Like Lex Luthor, I think that he had things that really worked. And then I had things that didn't work at all that just were not good.
Yeah, like, if you see the old, like, cartoons and episodes, Lex Luthor is bald. This guy has, like, hair, like as long as mine. And I'm like, and I knew he had a problem, because, like, spoiler alert right here, he was, like, when he was at the conference or something, he, like, started, like, "Grr." He, like, did that on the microphone. I'm like, oh, this kid has some problems.
And they show him as a very kind of eccentric, eclectic individual, but also has some very strange mannerisms and problems. But the problem is, there's no backstory into how he got to be that way. They just show him as that way. So he has moments where he's going after Superman. He wants to stop him, but there's actually no motivation. You know, you understand Batman's motivation through it all, and then you come to find out, again, spoilers, that, you know, Lex has been manipulating the situation the whole time, but there's no clear-cut reason as to why he does it. And no, that's poor character development on that part. Again, we all know the story of Superman, Batman, so we can know things, but you shouldn't just assume. I mean, they're showing the origin story of Batman in the beginning of the movie. They didn't, you know, we all know how Batman got to be there, but they still showed it. So the same thing with Lex Luthor. You got to kind of tell us why. Why does he hate Superman so much? Why does he want to stop him? Why did he put this elaborate plan together? You know, there's no reasoning for it.
Yeah, because they showed Batman's, like, past. What about Superman's? Because it's Batman versus Superman. Like, they even, like, how he became Superman, why he can't be near kryptonite or something. Like, oh yeah, spoiler alert right here. That Batman and Superman, the war that they had, the spoiler alert, like, Batman won, kinda. He had kryptonite.
No, he won.
He had kryptonite all over. Like, Superman was, like, dying out there. He was like, ugh, because he couldn't breathe it in. So then he's on the ground with the huge, like, kryptonite thing. He's like, ugh. He almost get. But then, like, so Batman's mom and Superman's mom has the same name, Martha or something.
Yeah.
So, Superman says it because, spoiler alert, his mom is gonna get killed by Lex Luthor and his, like, gang or something. So he starts doing, like, he's like, what did you just say? Because his parents, Batman, his parents got killed when he was, like, I don't know, I'm guessing the age by the kid in the movie, like, say, like, maybe 9 or 8 or, like, 10, because that, like, looked pretty young. It was sad, because then at the end, spoiler right here, a big monster comes in, puts his big fingernail in through Superman, and Superman dies. So at the end, there's a huge funeral, because it's just horrible, because it just made me sad, like, oh my god, like, he died, like, so it's just, like, it's disappointing, like.
So for all the nerds that are out there, so, like, you know, I'm kind of a little bit of a nerd because I know all this stuff.
He watches cartoons I don't even watch.
So this is the thing. What we just saw was The Dark Knight Returns meets the Death of Superman, basically, the movie. What happened was, it was a movie about the Death of Superman. It's a comic book series, obviously, too. And Doomsday, that's what my daughter's talking about right now. Doomsday is the monster that comes. So what they did, basically, is they created Doomsday, Lex Luthor does this time, out of the remains of General Zod in his own blood, which totally doesn't make any sense, because that's not how he's done. Doomsday was a creature that was created, but that's not, anyway, but that's how Doomsday comes in the picture, and that's how Superman dies. So that's what that part of it is. The whole fighting of Batman and Superman goes back to Frank Miller's classic comic, The Return of the Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Returns. So literally that's the older Batman who is, he's been retired for years, and he comes out of retirement to fight crime again, and the government doesn't want him, and they send Superman to stop him. And in that fight, Superman loses to Batman, basically. Batman beats him up, and basically has a heart attack. Turns out he's faking his heart attack just so he can, hey, I beat you. Fakes his own death so he can go underground and not be bothered by the government anymore. So what they did is they took those two elements, really, and they put it in this movie together. So this older Batman is fighting the younger Superman, and he does beat them, but the part comes up when Superman says Martha, and that's what stops Superman from putting Batman putting the killing blow on him.
Yeah, because then Superman's wife comes and says, because Batman's like, what did you just say? What? Oh, yeah, his girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
And he was like, what did you just say? Because that was his mom's name, so it makes him sad. And then, his girlfriend comes in, Superman's, and he's like, she's like, it's his mother. And, Batman, stops and looks like, oh, my God. When I first saw it, it confused me. I'm like, do they have the same mother?
Yeah, they're not the same mother.
Yeah.
What to say? It's just that they share the same name. Yeah. Martha Wayne was, that's his mom's name, and then for Clark it's Martha Kent. So that's all that was the trigger to stop him. But what it really was so the whole time Bruce Wayne, Ben Affleck did actually a really good job as Bruce Wayne too. But Bruce Wayne the whole time is, we got to stop this alien. We got to stop this alien. And that's what it's really about. Because of the horror that Bruce Wayne sees, the flashback that they show of Superman is the fight from the first movie. So he just sees the destruction that's caused by these two aliens going at it. So the trigger with Martha is she's just a regular human woman. And Bruce Wayne is going to kill, Batman's going to kill him. He's got him down. And what Superman says is not about him, save me or don't kill me or spirit. It's about his mom. Save my mom, dude. And
what you doing?
That's the most human or American thing you can, we're all not done our mothers. So that's what kind of was the trigger. It's not just that they shared the name, it's the fact that what she represents to them both, the mother. So that's big. And again, they did a big thing with him. He went to save Superman's mother while Superman went to go face Lex. So that's basically what that comes down to. But the funny thing about it all is if you go looking deeper into it, Bruce Wayne couldn't save his own mother. You watched them both get killed in front of him. So now he's going to save another mother named Martha. So in a way, it's kind of like him trying to save his own mother.
Yeah, when I thought they had the same mother, I'm like, no, they can't be. Batman's mom got killed at first when he was 9, 10, something, and I'm like, oh, it's so sad.
I believe in the comic books when he goes.
Yeah, it just I'm if you're a little kid and you're watching this, you shouldn't see the Batman vs Superman movie because it has a couple of swears in it, but it's not a lot. It's an age appropriate one.
Well, I would say as far as movies go, it was better than I think I liked it better than Superman. I didn't love Superman either. Superman was just an okay movie to me. There's things that, again, they're changing the universe. One of the reasons I didn't like the Superman movie is because Superman killed General Zod. And that, to me, just shows that we're dealing with a different type of Superman. Superman doesn't kill, period. He always finds another way. General Zod, they say he had no choice. He's doing things with his eyes, and he snaps his neck. Okay, so he had no choice. He had to kill General Zod. I'm sitting there watching that movie. I'm like, well, he could have poked his eyes out, right? Yes, he would have maimed him, but he wouldn't have killed him. So I think that's the thing that gets me. And that was one of my initial disturbances with Batman. If you remember the trailer, this Batman vs. Superman, he's got the gun, and the shot is him, Wonder Woman, and Superman, right? And he's got the gun. I'm like, dude, Batman doesn't have guns. What are they doing? It makes sense when you see the movie though, because it's actually a tear gas kind of launcher that he's got, not an actual gun. So that made more. I was okay with that, but there's a lot of little things they change, a lot of little things they take from that kind of overall trying to make this new universe. So we'll see. I would say the movie for me,
Like, how would
B.
you rate it?
I would say B maybe.
I would do the same thing, but we have to go right now. So tune in next time. Subscribe, comment down below.
We'll do the review, a full review movie, like of the movie. We'll take notes. We'll do a full review later on, but that's just the reaction. We'll do the reaction for now. How's that?
So subscribe, comment down below, and tune in next time.
If you
Bye.
haven't seen the movie, go see the movie.
Yeah, it just came out like a couple days ago because my brother saw it. But we'll talk about that on the review. So bye.